Every other news headline is about some large cap company laying off hundreds and even thousands of workers. I'm no economist, but this isn't great. Something tells me the recession is here. People have been getting let go from their jobs like it's 2008 all over again, and severance packages are being handed out like candy.
Jesse, how have you been?
I've been...
Great, I'm back and you're fired. Hello all, no need to run. Your fates have already been sealed. You're safe.
Oh my God.
You're safe for now. Hello, nice to see you. Who's your best client?
Jesus. I represent John and Kate Pussy.
Stay tuned for the video if you're interested in all the buzz. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Makita and we're back with another video today. In today's video, we'll cover some of the layoffs that are happening and why exactly they're all happening at the same time. Hiring freezes are in place, production is slowing, and companies are not innovating when they should be. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Stick around to find out everything that's going on in today's labor market, and if you enjoy this video or find it useful, please don't hesitate to subscribe and leave a like below. Thanks, and let's dive right in. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a look at some of the layoffs that have taken place so far in 2022 alone. Out of all the major companies, here are just some of those who enacted some major workforce cuts. The tech sector has been the bloodiest, that's for sure. Meta takes the cake on this one when they announced on Wednesday that 11,000 employees are being let go, amounting to 13% of their workforce in honor of the greater good known as the Metaverse. Their stock is down 70% year to date. Twitter has let go 3,700 employees. Coinbase, 1,100 employees. Their stock is down 85% year to date. Snapchat, 1,000 employees. Stock is down 79% year to date. Shopify, 1,000 employees. Stock is down 77% year to date. Robinhood, 31% of its staff. Stock is down 54% year to date. Microsoft, 1,000 employees, stock is down 32% year to date. Lyft, 700 employees, stock is down 76% year to date. Peloton, 500 employees, stock is down 72%. Netflix, 450, stock is down 57% year to date. The unemployment rate for the month of October was 3.7%, up from 3.5% in September. I'm sure we can expect it to continue going upwards. So what's the reason for all of these layoffs? There are a few key reasons why this is happening. The first and most obvious is that the pandemic has forced many businesses to close down or change the way they operate. This has led to a decrease for many products and services, which has in turn led to a decrease in profits for many companies. Many companies are struggling because of the shift to online businesses. For example, brick and mortar stores are being forced to move online, but they often lack the resources or knowledge to do so. This has led to many companies scaling back their operations or shutting down completely. In addition to the pandemic, there are a few other factors that are contributing to the layoffs. The rate hikes that have been happening over the course of these last few months have played a major role, and more rate hikes are on the horizon as well. Consumer price data came in on Wednesday as well with an increase of 0.4%, which is a relief since it wasn't as bad as the forecast. However, we still have a long way to go. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell openly admits that in order for inflation to fall, the unemployment rate must go up.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
The Fed predicts that the unemployment rate could rise up to 4.4% by the end of 2023. This statistic is equivalent to saying that in order for inflation to get under control, 1.2 million Americans might lose their jobs. For context, in 2008, 1.5 million Americans lost their jobs. Sounds pretty terrible, doesn't it? Apple has put in place hiring freezes going forward throughout the end of this year and could remain in effect throughout the entire year of 2023. Meta is another story, however. In the pursuit of the future and the metaverse, Meta strayed away from its core business model, which is advertising through Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg issued a letter regarding the announcement of the 11,000 layoffs that will be taking place, saying he takes full responsibility for the decision and was not anticipating the amount of revenue that would be lost in his new venture. Last quarter marked the second straight quarter of declining revenue, and more decline is forecasted in the fourth quarter. The company's Reality Labs division has lost $9.4 billion this year so far due to Mark Zuckerberg's commitment to the metaverse. Facebook is also facing restrictions due to Apple's iOS privacy update, which is limiting ad targeting. I gotta say, although Mark Zuckerberg is getting a lot of negative feedback on his venture, personally I am feeling more bullish on Meta looking at it long term. Whenever I read all the negative articles being published about Meta, the quote by Mark Twain pops into my head. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform, pause, or reflect. So there aren't many bulls on Meta, but I can count myself as one looking at it long term. We're talking 5-10 years down the line. Meta isn't even in the top 20 most valued stocks, and Zuckerberg's net worth fell by $100 billion, leaving him with a net worth of a measly $37.7 billion. Get a load of this guy, am I right? Needs to get his money up.
Hey, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Comment below whether you're bullish or bearish on Meta. I'm curious to see what you guys think. The tech sector overall has seen the biggest losers, but for the sake of the video and staying on topic, we won't go into detail about all the other bleeding tech giants. Along with all the layoffs that are happening, consumer credit has been rising sharply. There's no denying it, folks, we are in a recession, but the question is, are you prepared?
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody
Well, if you're a business owner, then on the bright side, you will be able to land some talented employees for lower costs. However, don't get me wrong, I am all for paying people what they are worth, and I don't believe that since fewer companies are hiring, you shouldn't pay your employees what they're worth. If you're an employee, then you might want to start honing in on some skills that will make you more marketable, or even thinking about starting your own business. I think it's important to remember that in times like this, there's always an opportunity to be had. It might not be the opportunity that you were hoping for, but an opportunity nonetheless. If you made it to the end of the video, I am super grateful that you decided it was worth your time to watch the entire video. We enjoy making these videos, and if they bring you any value or you want to see more of us, make sure you like and subscribe. You can find all of our socials in the description down below. As always, stay safe and stay informed. See ya.